Hey, what's up DIYers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. In today's video, the proper and safe way on how to remove your power cord to your laundry center. And we have a GE electric specifically version laundry center. Now, because of that, we have a higher voltage power cord, but that's okay. We're going to show you how to remove it. Let's get started. Making our way to the area where we have our laundry center, and yes, we have two of them at this very moment. On the left-hand side is the old one, still runs, still works. However, time for an upgrade. On the right-hand side, the brand new one, just delivered about 25 minutes ago. And again, we are going to show you how to properly remove your power cord. However, in our case, and anywhere you purchase appliances from, they always recommend to install a brand new power cord, as opposed to removing the old one from your old appliance and installing it on the new appliance. We are going to install a brand new one, and the gray has 3 prongs and the black one has 4, as you see right there. So in the event that you are wondering which power cord to purchase, you will know. The gray one has 3 prongs, the black one has 4. Let's go to the back and inside the enclosure where the laundry center is, and as you can see, we have a 3-prong electrical connection. Coming back here, here's the back of the new one. I like this because the dryer duct comes right down and out, easy access compared to the old one. And the dryer duct on the old one goes up and requires additional panels to be removed. However, here is the power cord feeding inside to the electrical box there. And there it is. Step number 1, obviously, carefully and safely unplug it or disconnect it from the electrical connection. Up top, camera on position, and again, to the right of the actual box is a Phillips screw. It is also machine cut for a 1/4-inch socket. However, to the left of that, the warning sticker or placard or information, and I strongly encourage you to read that. Some very important info in there, as well as the diagram of what's inside here. However, again, to the right, we are going to loosen and remove that screw and pull this entire cover panel off. And to alleviate dropping the screw and losing it, I'm going to pull the panel out and lock the screw in place, as you see there. And on the top left corner, as well as the bottom left corner, you have 2 open slots, and that's what these little teeth go into. So when you remove that screw, carefully pivot or shift the cover box out and pull it out. And after removing that, you can see we now have much better access to the 3 wires that feed inside this little brace or mount and separate into 3 different directions. And we'll start with the very middle, and that is your neutral. And you can't see it really right now, but on the back side is a white neutral wire. And feeding up top, you see a red wire. That is a hot wire. And coming down to the very bottom, you see a black double wire feeding into what looks like a blue connection point. That is also a hot. And to the left, you again can see the diagram, and that is our ground screw. However, from here, I'm going to remove all 3 of these screws in a very specific order. I will start with the top red, down to the double black, and then make the neutral last for removal. I went ahead and shifted the camera angle to the left to give you a better view. And again, we are going to start with the top red hot. And that's not that tight, which is nice. But you definitely don't want it loose. That would not be good. Followed by the lower bottom double black hot, and we will leave the white neutral or middle wire last. And the benefits of having a magnetic screw bit. Last but not least, the center white neutral, and you will see the white wire as I loosen up this and remove the power cord. And from here, just ever so carefully shift the power cord out. And you've got, again, 3 connection points. And looks like whoever installed these last have the connection points positioned where the wire feeding out of this area and into the connection lead is crimped on the back side. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you see, if I flip it around, you can see there's where they are crimped. So maybe for better presentation purposes, they swapped them to this side so you can't see the crimping. And at this point, there is the white neutral, and again, red hot and double black lower hot, as well as the diagram to the left. And in our case, again, we have an electrical unit, so ours is the 240 volt power cord or setup. Coming out and up and looking down, there is again the old, just removed power cord. and DIYers. Down below in the comments and description, as well as scrolling above right now, is a link to a video on how to properly and safely install your brand new power cord. Right way to do that, wrong way to do that. Don't do it the wrong way. However, we are not going to bore you with that in this video. We hope you watch it. However, from here, do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, definitely ring a YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. And next project, installing it.